So section 4.2 is just, I gave you 6 word problems to, application problems to practice exponentials. So the first one says that you owe $900 on your credit card. You're not going to make any purchases, and you're going to make the minimum monthly payment on the account, assuming that your interest rate on your card is 2% per month on the unpaid balance, and that the minimum payment is 3% of the total balance plus interest. Your balance after T number of months is given by. Okay, so they did all the hard work and they figured out the equation for you. So your balance in terms of time is 900 times, and then we have 0.9894, 9894 raised to the T power. Okay, so find my balance at each of the given times. So I have 4 different times, sorry. So, and remember that T is always in months. Okay, so the first one says 6 months, so T is 6. The second one says 1 year. So in 1 year, you're going to pay, you're going to have interest figured 12 times. So T is going to be 12 because it's in terms of months. Okay, in 5 years, 12 times 5 is 60 months. And in 10 years, you're going to have 12 times 10 is 120 months. So from there, we just have to plug in the problem. Now, what does T belong to? T belongs to this part of the equation. It does not belong to the 900. So the first thing you got to do is take this raised to the 6th and get that answer. And then multiply it by 900. Okay, so I have, hang on, flippy floppy. All right, so 900, and then I've got 0.9894 raised to the, hang on, I can't see, raised to the, and then we have 6, because I'm going to do 6 months. All right, so that gives me a balance. Remember, I started with $900. That gives me a balance of $844.26. Okay, $844.26. So let's do it for 1 year. So if I do this for 1 year, I get an answer of $791.96. So my balance, and remember, I have not paid anything. I'm sorry, that's a lie. I have not bought anything. Okay, I've done anything except for pay my minimum balance every month. That's it. And so I've only knocked it down by just over $100 after a full year of paying on it. So what about if we do it for 5 years? So we're going to do 60 months. And now, bearing in mind, we are now 5 years into this journey. I only owed $900. And by paying the minimum balance, I now owe $474.85. After paying the minimum amount for 5 years, okay, I still owe half of what I started with. So the last one is going to be for 10 years. So we're going to substitute 120 for our 60. And that gives me $250. Okay, $250.54. So what have you noticed? You notice that if you pay the minimum balance, it helps you out financially for the moment. Okay, so paying the minimum balance is a good short-term project, okay, because it gives you more money in your pocket. But what does it do in the long term? It maximizes how much money you're going to push out. Okay, you're going to end up paying $20 gajillion in interest because you're not paying it off as quickly as you could. Okay, so minimum payments are never a good thing. All right, so let's try another one. The annual amount of energy produced in a country from dry natural gas in trillions of cubic feet can be approximated by the function g of t is, and I get 1414, and then I get 1.044 t. So 1.044 t. Now, notice one thing. Up here, they put the t on the inside of the parentheses. Okay, and so the t was attached to the 0.9894. out here, they put the t on the outside of the parentheses. So it still belongs to everything in the parentheses. So it still belongs to the 1.044. So you could have written that as 1.044t this way. The only time it would be important is if you had other stuff going on inside the parentheses, like addition or subtraction. Okay, so it says t equals 10 corresponds to 2010. So if I'm told that t is 10, that means the year 2010. So if t is 0, that must be the year 2000. So find the amount of dry natural gas energy produced in 2014. So I am interested in t being 14. So again, I would like to know how to enter this in. This t, this exponent, only belongs to the 1.044. So in my calculator, I'm going to do 1.044 raised to the 14th power, find that answer, and multiply it times 14.14. Okay, so I have, hang on, someday I'm going to get my calculator back. All right, I have, hang on. If I do this raised to the, that's a lot of 14s, raised to the 14th power, raised to the 14th power. All right, I get 2583. Okay, so I'm rounding to the nearest hundredth, which is 25.84. So 2584 trillions of cubic feet. Okay, trillions of cubic feet. So if this model continues to be used for forecasting, if it's reliable, then what would we get in 2025? Well, in 2025, t must equal 25. So I'm going to back up this thing, and just where there was a 14, I'm going to put a 25. Okay, so I get 4149 rounded to the nearest hundredth. So you get 41.49 trillion cubic feet of natural gas energy produced. So again, all you're really doing is substituting in this section. You're just seeing some application. All right, so I want to know to find an exponential model. So I am given some information. We're going to use our first and last data points to find a function. You can use exponential regression to find a function. So actually, I'm going to pause this for 1 second because I want to see if there's an exponential regression model online that you could plug these points into. So you don't know it, but I'm pausing you. All right, so what you can do is go to a website. I'm trying to see if I can change my webcam while I'm talking to you. You want to go to stats.blue. Okay. Go to stats.blue. And then you're going to do /stats suite _suite. And then /exponential regression calculator. So exponential _regression calculator .html. Okay, when you go there, you're going to see this exponential regression thing. All you have to do is there's going to be 2 columns. So enter in the x's, which are the years, and enter them into the first column separated by commas. And then enter in your assets in the second column separated by commas. So it's not going to like be in a nice pretty little column. And then at the bottom of the screen, you can hit enter or calculate. So I'm looking at it right now. And it'll display your output to 4 decimal places. And when you click that, it's going to make you a graph, and you keep clicking down, and it will show you the equation. Okay, it'll also show you some statistic stuff that you don't need to know about. But that's going to be your easiest way to do this, because I could show you on a graphing calculator, but I didn't make you buy a graphing calculator. So just find it online. Look for an exponential regression calculator online, and it will help you walk through how to set up the equation on this problem. The next 2 questions on the problem are literally, you just plug in numbers again. So the total assets in 2018, you would enter in an 18 for T. And then in 2021, you would enter in a 21 for T. Okay. So that means you can do that one. And then we're going to do, all right, first day. Okay, so that means you can actually do these next 3 or 4 because they are pretty basic. Okay, they are pretty basic. So that is going to be 4.2. It is 6 whole problems. That's it. I worked out the first 3 for you. Numbers 4, 5, and 6 are going to be ones like what we did on the first part. Okay, so nothing scary, no looking for online calculators or anything like that. So that is it for section 4.2.